Dear students, welcome to Colorava Tutorials Chitradurga. Students, in this video we will explain the today's you are already attended the 9th science question paper. So I will give you the 9th science key answer for this one. The public exam you are already attended here. So students, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe our channel. And also one more thing, there is a coaching class is started from our Colorava Tutorials from April 10th. So if you are interested students are joining to the coaching class, it is purely online. The class is going on daily from 7:30 to 9 o'clock, and maths and science main subjects are taken, and also so with all that one the Kannada, English and Hindi grammar are also coached for the students. So if you are interested, I will give you at last the phone number. Please call that one or message the phone number. Okay, now we have seen the key answer of this science question. So student, this is the question paper you are attended this one. So we will see the key answers for this one. So first part, physics part. Observe the distant time graph of the moving car given here. So here it is a uniform velocity. The car is moving in uniform velocity. The time taken by the car, the time taken to the car to travel distance from 10 kilometer to 15 kilometer. So you observe here it is 10 kilometer and here it is 15 kilometer. The time taken from here to here is 20 to 30. That means 30 minus 20, that is equal to 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes. Therefore option C is the correct answer. So then we are moving to the next one. Weight of an object is force acting vertically downwards. This is option A is the correct answer. The energy transformation observed in the working of the electrical heater. In electrical heater, electrical energy is converted to heat energy. So this is the already the question appeared in the model paper also. And so next we are moving to the next question. In a morning, person runs 6 kilometers from A to B. So he travels from A to B and also then runs 8 kilometers from B to C. Then runs, he travels from A to B like this, and then he was runs 8 kilometers up from B to C. Finally reaches A from C by running 4 kilometers. Here they running 4 kilometers. He already starting from here, he also reached the A. Find the value of displacement. Here the value of displacement is 0 because displacement is equal to 0. Here we have to write, because there is no displacement. He reaches the same point where he starts. So therefore displacement is equal to 0. Then a domestic electric bill of the 700 rupees is shown after the discount of 200 rupees. Here this means 700 rupees after the discount of 200 means the total bill is, so if you add the discount, the total bill is 900 rupees, 900, and the cost per unit is rupees 15. So we have to, for finding the total units of energy consumed, here you have to divide this rupees 15 rupees by 900 by 15 rupees. So 15 6 90. So 0, 15 zeros are 0. So that gives you the 60 units. That is the energy consumed is 60 units is the correct answer. What should be the minimum distance between the obstacle and the source of the sound of ear to echo? Here for hearing echo you have to you have to maintain the distance of 17.2 meters. This question is also appears in our model question papers. I have explained it yesterday. So then we move on to the next question. The velocity time graph of a ball of mass 10 kg moving along a straight line on the long table is given. So the mass of the ball is equal to 10 kg is given, and here we have to find out the velocity and time. So acceleration is equal to velocity divided by time taken. That is the difference in velocity we have to find out. Here the acceleration is equal to how much, that is 10 initial velocity and the final velocity. Wait 1 minute. So here the initial velocity is of 10 and the final velocity is of 0. That means 0 minus of minus 10. So that is equal to divided by 10 seconds taken, that is 1 meter per second square. Here the acceleration is 1 meter per second square. So we have to find out the force is equal to m into a, that is equal to force, mass is of 10 kg and into acceleration is of 1, that gives you 10 Newton. So the 10 Newton is the, I think 10 Newton is the correct answer. So I shall verify once again this one. Okay. A feather of a bird and a rubber ball are dropped at the same time from a top of the building. Which one of the will reach the earth first? Here the rubber ball will reach the earth because there is a force of the air is exerting on the feather, so it reaches late. Therefore the weight of the ball is also more, because if it is in the vacuum chamber, if the both these are both the rubber ball and a feather of the bird and a rubber ball are dropped in a vacuum created chamber, they reaches at the same time. But in the building, from the building, the rubber ball can reaches the earth first. And state Newton's third law of motion. For every reaction there is an equal and opposite reaction. Give 2 examples, the bullet fired from the gun and also the ball throwing to a wall. So both are the example for the third law of motion. And state the universal law of gravitation and write its importance. So you refer your text. Write the difference between the potential energy and kinetic energy. The potential energy is the energy that is taken given by the it gets by the position of the object, and kinetic energy is the energy that is it gains from the moving object. So an object increases its energy when raised through a height y, because the acceleration due to gravity, it raises the energy of the potential energy, because it gets potential energy. The potential energy is gained by that object, therefore it gets an high energy. And answer the following questions. 12th one, write the formula to find the rate of change of velocity. Here the rate of change of velocity means that is acceleration. Rate of change of velocity means acceleration. We have to write the formula for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. This is the formula you have to write here. So write the 3 equations of motion. V is equal to u plus at, v square is equal to u square minus 2as, and s is equal to ut plus half at square. These are the 3 equations of motions. So then expand the acronym Sonar. Sonar, I already write this one in the model question paper. Sonar means sound navigation and ranging. Sound navigation and ranging. This is the expansion of the sonar. How sonar can be used to determine the distance of the underwater object? So there is in sonar there are 2 types of instruments are there. One is that is that thing. So in the water the sonar sends the ultrasonic sounds. The ultrasonic waves travels through the water and reaches the target and comes back. That is the echo of the ultrasonic waves comes back, and receiver is accepted that one and calculate the distance between the object from the sonar. So this is the method of working of the sonar. So now we are moving to the chemistry. The 4 choices are given. Boiling point of the water in Kelvin scale. So boiling point of the water in Kelvin scale is 373 degree Kelvin. So option B is the correct answer. In Celsius it is 100 degrees Celsius. Write the statement related to the properties of the colloid among the following. Makes the path visible by the scattering beam of light. Okay. Particles can be seen by the naked eye. No. It is homogeneous. It is an homogeneous mixture. No. Particles can be separated by filtration. No. So all these are wrong. The right statement is makes the path visible by the scattering the beam of light. Okay. Next question. Answer the following questions. Our palm feels cold when some petrol is put on it. Why? That means the petrol observes the temperature from our palm and becomes evaporate. So therefore our palm feels that the temperature becomes less. And what is the reason for the classifying the germanium as a metalloid? Germanium shows the properties of both metals and non-metals. In low temperature it acts as a metals, and in high temperature it acts as a non-metal. So therefore when the temperature differences, it changes into non-metal to metal. So therefore it is put in the column of the metalloids. So observe the schematic atomic structure of the two elements given here. Answer the questions that follow. How does the element A attain fully filled outermost shell? So here the outermost shell carries 3 plus 3 7. How does the element A attain fully filled outermost shell? So if for fully filled outermost shell there are only 7 electrons are there, because in the second shell it requires 8 electrons. So by receiving 1 electron it attains fully filled outermost shell. So by receiving 1 electron, that means by receiving 1 electron from the other atom. And element B shows little chemical reactivity. Why? Because the outermost shell is completely filled. Therefore it can't react with any other atoms. Therefore it completely the fill is completely filled. So it is called the neutral element, that is neutral gas. And carbon 12 and carbon 14 are isotopes. Why? Mention one application of the isotope of the uranium and the iodine. Carbon 12 and carbon 14, these two are the same atomic number. The atomic number of these two are same atomic number, but they have different atomic mass. So you observe here, there is a carbon 12 is there, it is 14 is there, the atomic mass is 12 and here atomic mass is 14. Therefore the atomic mass is difference, those, so they are called the isotopes. So uranium is used in the fission and fusion reactions. Okay. Observe the flow chart related in the interconversion of the 3 states of matter. Answer the following questions. Here liquid is changes into gas and solid is gas is changes into solid. Name the process X and Y. That is X and Y. The process X is the gas is converted into solid. This is called the condensation of the gases. Condensation of gas. And the Y is the liquid is converted into solid. This is called the melting of evaporation. Wait. So here when the student, the answer is wrong. Here the gas is converted into solid, so this is called deposition. If it is gas is converted into directly solid, then liquid is converted into solid, this is called freezing of the liquid into solid. This is the process. And what is the name of the process if Z takes place before liquid reaches the boiling point? So before reaches the boiling point, Z takes place before liquid reaches the boiling point. Mention any 2 factors which affects this process. If the solid is converted into, if the liquid is converted into gas before the boiling point, So here if Z occurs without reaches the boiling point is called the evaporation. Evaporation is the process that reaches the when the liquid is converted into gas without reaching the boiling point. And the factors that affect this evaporation are: one is temperature. By temperature also evaporation takes place, and also by the wind speed also evaporation takes place, and also the surface area, that is depending on the surface area also evaporation occurs, and also by the humidity. These are the four factors that affects the evaporation. So these are the answer. Here the answer sublimation is wrong. Then we move on to the next one. Write the molecular formula of the following compounds. Common salt is molecular formula sodium chloride, so we write NaCl is the correct molecular formula. Sodium oxide, for sodium oxide we write, so sodium oxide is Na2O is the molecular formula, and aluminum sulfate is Al2SO4O3, that means Al2SO4 thrice. So this is the molecular formula for the aluminum. So then we move on to the next one. Define the following molecule and atomicity and ions. So the molecule is the small. So define the following molecule. Molecule is the fundamental unit of the compound is called the molecule. And then atomicity, the number of atoms present in a molecule of an element is called the atomicity. And ion is an atom with electric charge by loss or gain of an electron. So these are the definition. Draw the diagram showing 23 question. Draw the diagram showing the that is fractional distillation. You have to draw the diagram. That is a schematic representation of nitrogen cycle. You already write that one, I think. Now we are moving to the biology. A student identifies it as a coloncyma when he observes chart of the tissues in a classroom because the option D is the correct answer. Cells are thickened at the corners. Correct pair related to the disease symptoms and target organs in the following. Cough and breathlessness is the organ is infected by that one is lungs. That is option A is the correct answer. The advantage of the using fertilizer is avoids waterlogging. No. Advantages of the microbes in the soil. No. Supplies large quantities of the nutrients to the soil. This is the correct. Increase the water holding capacity. No. So option C is the correct answer. So next, an animal with a 3-chambered heart has mucus glands in skin. To which class do you add this animal? How do they respire? So this is an amphibian because frog has this one. So this is an amphibian. And how do they respire? They respire both by gills and also lungs. So when under the water they use gills. On the terrestrial region they use the lungs, and also inside the sand they use the skin for the respire. What are chronic diseases and what is intercropping? Okay, what is chronic disease? Disease lasts for longer time, that is 3 to 4 months. That disease called the chronic disease. And what is intercropping? Intercropping is the cropping, that is practice of growing more than one crop on the same field is called the intercropping. And write any two differences between the striated and unstriated muscles. Refer this to your textbook. And we are going to this one. Plant cell is placed in a concentrated salt solution. What changes do you observe? Because the plant cell shrinks. Plant cell shrinks. why it shrinks? Because of the water flows out of the plant cell, water flows out of the cell or plant cell. So this is called exosmosis. The process is called exosmosis. Exosmosis is the process, that is water flowing outside the cell, that is the called. So therefore personal and social health can be maintained by preventing the infectious disease. Justifies this statement. Write your own statements. How can we maintain the preventing of the diseases? And write any two desirable triads observed during the variety of improvement of the poultry farming. Refer the textbook. And draw the diagram of the animal cell and label the following parts: powerhouse and nucleus. You have to write this one. And here there is a diagram is given. Identify the part P. Explain its structure. Part B, it is a stomata. Its structure is, it is surrounded by the guard cell. It is surrounded by the guard cell. When the guard cells are opening and closing of the process, they do the process of opening and closing of the stomata. And what is the role of its role in photosynthesis? So the role of the stomata in photosynthesis is in helping in the exchange of gases. Exchange of gases, that means it intake the carbon dioxide, and also it given out the oxygen, and also evaporation of water is also taken through these cells. So this is the role of the photosynthesis. And what is hybridization of the plants? You refer this one also for the textbook. Write any 4 factors. You have to refer the textbook. Write any 2 characters of the Pisces and reptiles. Refer your text. And here identify the phylum of the organisms with the following characters: spiny skinned animal, that is echinoderms, and animals with joint legs called arthropods. So students, this is the key answer for the question paper. So you refer this video and check whether your answers are right or wrong. Once again I will tell you, if you anyone not subscribed till now, subscribe our channel. And also I will give you the phone number, because the coaching class is started from April 10th. 861-824-8471. If anyone interested, you have to message or call to this number. For more information, you have to call this number of the coaching class started from April 10th. That is SSLC coaching class is started for the 9th standard students. Okay, thank you.